Wild hogs are tearing through Texas farms, and Hank Larson's had enough. On his 300-acre ranch outside San Angelo, this fourth-generation farmer is fighting back. With a trap so smart, it's catching entire herds in a single night. These invasive pests rip up crops and cost millions, but Hank's method is turning the tide. Let's dive into how he's doing it, from setting the trap to putting meat on the table in a way any farmer can follow. Hank's secret weapon is a corral trap, a no-nonsense setup that's as tough as the Texas sun. It's a 30-foot circle of heavy-duty wire mesh held up by steel T-posts you can grab at any feed store. The whole thing costs less than $200, 0 cents. Proof you don't need deep pockets to take on hogs. The key is a spring-loaded gate, rigged to slam shut when the time's right. Hank buries the mesh a foot deep to stop those crafty hogs from tunneling out, a trick he picked up after a few early ones slipped away. It's a design honed by years of hard-won lessons, built to outlast the toughest herds. Getting hogs into the trap takes more than a good build. It takes cunning.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hank uses fermented corn, a smell hogs can't resist, spreading it around the trap for days to lure them in. Hogs are sharp, he says, leaning on a fence post. You've got to make them think it's safe.
Out, winch cable's off.
He scatters the bait in a wide arc, letting the hogs grow bold before they step inside. It's a patient game, one that rewards the kind of know-how passed down from his granddad, who chased hogs with nothing but dogs and grit. What makes Hank's trap next level is a bit of modern tech. He's got a trail camera feeding live video to his phone, paired with a remote trigger for the gate. At night, while the hogs sniff their way to the corn, Hank watches from his porch, ready to act. When the whole herd's inside, he taps the screen and the gate crashes shut, trapping them all. Just last week, he caught 20 hogs in one go, saving his sorghum from another round of ruins. The kind of victory that feels like punching back. Hank's been battling hogs since he was a boy, and it's never been easy. Back then, his granddad taught him to track hogs through the brush using rope and sheer will. We didn't have cameras or fancy gates, Hank chuckles, but we got it done. Early on with his corral trap, hogs would spook at the gate's shadow or avoid the bait if he wasn't careful. Hank learned to check the trap daily, tighten every bolt, and spread the corn just right to keep them coming. Each setback made his method stronger, and now it's a well-oiled machine. Catching hogs is only the start. Hank turns a pest into a resource by processing them for meat. Under a shady pecan tree, he field dresses each hog with steady hands, then butchers it into ribs, chops, and sausage. Freeze it for a month, he advises, wrapping a cut in butcher paper, and it's as good as anything you'd buy. It's practical work, rooted in the self-reliance that's kept his family's ranch alive for generations. Every slice of the knife is a step toward reclaiming his land. Hank shares his cog meat with folks down the road, from old-timers living alone to families making ends meet. As he shares the weight of a chair's way of life, he responded to a meeting of a farmer's job is to look out for his own. As he hands a package of sausage to a neighbor across a fence, their quiet nod carries the weight of a shared way of life. In Texas, these small gestures are what hold communities together. Hank's ranch is proof his method works. Fields once churned up by hog tracks are green again, with crops standing tall. He sets his trap year-round, especially in spring when hogs are hungriest, and he's caught over 150 since he got it dialed in. This trap's a game changer, Hank says, standing by the corral as the morning light hits his hat. It's simple, it's cheap, and it'll save your farm. His words carry the weight of a man who's fought hard and won. Got a hog problem on your land? Share your tricks in the comments. We'd love to hear how you're fighting back. If Hank's story hit home, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more real-life tales from America's heartland. Next week, we're hitting the Gulf Coast to meet a shrimper with a story that'll reel you in. Don't miss it.
The process of harvesting and processing peanuts is vital for producing high-quality peanut butter. Harvesting occurs when the leaves fall, the beans harden, and the shell turns yellow. Peanuts are then pulled up, separated, and dried for 3 to 4 days. Popular peanut varieties used in peanut butter production include runner peanuts, known for their high oil content and flavor, and Virginia peanuts, valued for their large, oval shape. After drying, peanuts are cleaned using modern machinery like separators and screening machines, ensuring they meet quality standards such as proper moisture levels and low impurity content. The roasting and grinding steps are crucial for developing the flavor and texture of the butter. Peanuts must be stored under controlled conditions to prevent mold and pest contamination. Ensuring food hygiene and safety through factory cleanliness, tool disinfection, and regular quality checks is essential to producing safe, delicious peanut butter. Once the peanuts have been properly processed, they move on to the food factory where they are transformed into peanut butter. First, the peanuts are roasted in the food factory to develop their flavor, then cooled and blanched to remove skins. During grinding, the peanuts are mixed with salt, sugar, and stabilizers, and the paste is homogenized for consistency. The food factory must adhere to quality standards set by food management agencies and international organizations. This includes ensuring the peanut butter is free from toxic substances like aflatoxin and heavy metals, and does not contain pathogenic microorganisms such as Salmonella or E. coli. Sensory qualities are also crucial, with the peanut butter needing to have a characteristic aroma, appropriate color, and a smooth, uniform texture. Additionally, moisture levels, fat and protein content must meet specific requirements to avoid spoilage and ensure nutritional value. Other standards involve checking the sugar and salt content, the size of any grains, and ensuring packaging is airtight and hygienic. Compliance with these regulations is essential for food safety and quality assurance. Once the peanut butter is made, it goes through essential steps of packaging, quality control, and transportation to ensure its quality in a food factory. First, the peanut butter is transferred to the food factory's packaging line, where it is carefully filled into jars or containers. Each container is sealed tightly to keep the product fresh and prevent contamination. Throughout this process, the food factory conducts rigorous quality control checks, including visual inspections, lab tests for safety, and verification of packaging integrity. After packaging, the peanut butter is labeled with expiration dates and batch numbers before being moved to the food factory's temperature-controlled warehouse. Here, it is stored in optimal conditions until it is ready for shipment. During transportation, the peanut butter is handled carefully and transported in conditions that preserve its quality until it reaches retailers. Peanut butter has a rich history, starting with the Inca who ground peanuts centuries before it became popular in North America. In 1895, American Dr. John Harvey Kellogg reintroduced it as a healthy alternative to meat. He developed a food compound by boiling and grinding nuts, including peanuts, for patients at the Battle Creek Sanitarium. This innovation, along with the influence of his elite clientele, helped peanut butter gain popularity. Joseph Lambert advanced its production by inventing machinery for large-scale peanut grinding, while Joseph Rosefield revolutionized it in 1921 by introducing partial hydrogenation, making peanut butter more shelf-stable. Rosefield's Skippy brand, launched in the 1930s, further popularized peanut butter in America. By 2020, nearly 90% of American households consume peanut butter, cementing its status as a beloved staple in American culture. In 2020, the global peanut butter market was valued at $3.1 billion. The United States, being the largest consumer, accounted for over 751 million pounds of peanut butter annually. Notably, peanut butter comprises approximately 78% of total peanut consumption in the US, with the average American consuming about 7 pounds of peanuts and peanuts products each year. Over the past 5 years, sales of natural peanut butter have surged by 65%, reflecting a growing preference for clean label products. This trend is further supported by the fact that more than 90% of US households consume peanut butter, with 60% preferring crunchy and 40% favoring smooth varieties. The peanut butter segment leads the nut butter market, holding over 50% of the market share. The industry is not only thriving domestically but is also expected to grow globally, with a projected compound annual growth rate (CAGR) of 6.2% from 2021 to 2028. The organic peanut butter segment in particular is experiencing significant growth, with an anticipated CAGR of 8.3% from 2021 to 2026. In the US, where the peanut butter industry employs over 6,000 workers, the average price of a pound was $2.37 in 2020. Furthermore, nearly 60% of consumers consider nutritional value a key factor in their purchasing decisions. Meanwhile, the Asia-Pacific region is expected to see the fastest growth in the peanut butter market due to rising health consciousness. By taking a closer look at the process inside a peanut butter factory, have you been able to appreciate the meticulous work that goes into making each jar of peanut butter? Don't miss out on more interesting content related to agriculture and food factories on Trending Farm. And don't forget to stay tuned for the next part of the video for even more details.
Are inflation and pork issues on your mind? Do you believe that the UK could face a domestic pork shortage in 2023? Indeed, the 2022 pig herd contraction has led to a significant decline in the number of pigs for slaughter in 2023. This has resulted in an 11% year-on-year drop in production volumes. It is no secret that the UK is still facing a very tight pig supply. In recent years, there has been a trend towards a reduction in the size of pig farms in the UK. Many small farms have merged or gone out of business, making way for larger, more modern farms. Although the number of farms has been on the decline, the size of pig farms has been increasing. According to IHDB statistics, in 2022, the country raised around 5.19 million pigs on agricultural farms. They apply industrial farming with large-scale farms using modern technology to increase productivity. As of June 2023, the UK had about 4,683 pig herds nationwide, down about 11% compared to the same period last year, of which about 355,000 breeding pigs were cared for on small and medium-sized farms. This is a truck that can transport about 120 pigs to a food plant. The floor of the truck is covered with non-slip material, ready to show you the next spectacular scene. Not far from inside the farm, pigs weighing about 220 to 265 pounds are roaming freely in the livestock area. They still do not know that today they will be sold to food plants and become a popular source of food for people. They use chocks to help guide the pigs onto the truck. One thing that is emphasized during this process is the gentleness of the workers. The entire process of loading pigs must be done safely and gently to avoid stress and injuries that affect the quality of the pork. The truck is equipped with an electronic scale system to count the weight of the pigs and the necessary permits for the trip. After talking to the farmer, the driver will start the journey to take the pigs to the food factory. We heard that if you like and share this video, you will see more interesting things in the next few minutes. After arriving at the safe food factory, the pigs will rest in the storage area and humane processing area. They are stunned with CO2 gas before workers proceed to drain blood and clean them. The pig's hair and organs are completely removed. Next, the pig carcasses are taken to the dividing line. Here, the food factory maintains the temperature below 10 degrees Celsius so that the pork always remains fresh throughout the processing process. Tools such as saws, cutters, and hanging troughs help workers separate the pig's body into different parts, such as the shoulder, rump, and belly. Workers on the next line will continue to divide the pork into parts such as ham, loin, shoulder, ribs, and fat. The thigh meat is deboned and defatted to prepare for other processing parts in the food factory. Finally, the meat is quality checked and packaged to ensure food safety before leaving the food factory. We have received questions about how workers skin pigs, clean pig hair, and debone pigs in detail in previous videos on our channel. If you have the same question, please visit other pork processing videos in the food factory on Trending Farm channel to learn more. To get such high-quality fresh pink pork, do you wonder what they eat on the farm? The following pictures will answer that question for you. The diet of pigs on the farm is invested in hundreds of thousands of US dollars every month. They are provided with full nutrients from roughage, vitamins, and minerals to synthetic feed. Farms in the UK also cooperate with local supermarkets and gardeners to buy fruits that are not in good shape and do not meet export standards to supplement the nutrition of their pigs. Have you ever seen pigs eating apples or bananas? In addition, they can also eat grass, leaves, and larvae in the soil when digging on the farm. I think you will find it interesting to learn more about the food sources of pigs on farms in the UK. Don't forget to like the video to show your interest. In the UK, pork plays an important role in the meat industry, with pork consumed in various forms such as ham, sausages, and bacon. In 2022, the UK processed over 11.2 million clean pigs. To meet consumer demand, the UK also imports around 322,000 tons of pork annually, while exporting around 334,000 tons. However, pork export figures have declined in recent years. A large amount of pork produced is supplied to consumers in the form of fresh and frozen products, with minced pork, pork chops, and pork sausages being particularly popular. In contrast, ready-to-cook pork products are more expensive, averaging $11.20 to $11.80 per pound. In comparison, minced pork costs around $6.70 per pound. As of September 2023, the decline in consumer demand in the UK, combined with inflation, has led to rising food prices. This has led to changes in shopping habits as consumers look for more cost-effective options. In addition, the UK hosts a number of pork-focused events, from small local gatherings to larger, nationally recognized festivals. Each event has its own scale and focus, with pork being the main dish. These festivals increase pork consumption during the event. At the same time, festivals contribute to promoting local food culture, increasing consumer awareness of pork products, and encouraging pork consumption during other holidays. This creates business opportunities for food factories supplying pork, restaurants, and other service businesses. The video ends here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to receive more information about food factories around the world.
The lobster fishing industry in Australia has produced extremely impressive numbers. In 2022, lobster production in Australia will reach 19,200 tons, worth 229 million USD. The most popular Northwest lobster price in Australia ranges from 13.59 USD pound to 27.18 USD pound to 27.18 USD pound. According to Australian statistics, in 2021, the lobster industry will generate about 936 million USD in revenue and about 6,200 jobs for people in this country. Right now, we will learn more about how people here catch lobsters. Australian lobster, also known as Northwest lobster, belongs to the Nephropidae family and is famous for its large size and delicious taste. Usually 0.98 to 1.15 feet long, can be up to 1.64 feet long. Found offshore at depths of a few dozen to several hundred feet in northwestern Australia. From Euclid to Indonesia, their abundance in the deep sea off the Kimberley, Pilbara and Gascoyne coasts, especially near Port Hedland, made them popular and expensive. Lobster catching boats typically range from 50 to 300 feet in length and are equipped with large hydraulic systems weighing up to 500 pounds. A hydraulic system for releasing and lifting the trap is also designed to withstand the rigors of icy waters. The main lobster fishing season lasts from May to October every year. Before going to sea, fishermen often set their own sailing schedules and must follow instructions on each trip. Normally, fishing fleets stay offshore for 3 to 4 weeks. You know, lobsters usually lie at depths of 600 to 1,600 feet. Based on this information, fishermen mark the depth of each trap with buoys attached to the rope. Fishermen use box traps that consist of a steel frame covered with nylon mesh. Each trap weighs 300 to 400 pounds, and a vessel can carry 150 to 3,300 traps. They often use herring or cod bait placed inside the trap. The trap is then lowered to the seabed where the lobsters reside.
Right here.
Fishermen release the trap into the sea slowly, ensuring the trap does not hit the seabed or other obstacles strongly, helping to protect the trap and keep the bait from falling out. After the trap has been dropped to the seabed, the fisherman ties the remaining end of the rope to a marking buoy. This buoy will float on the water surface, helping fishermen easily identify the location of the trap when returning to harvest. By performing these steps carefully and accurately, Fishermen can ensure that traps are placed correctly and lobsters can be harvested effectively. Fishermen often release traps in a straight line to make it easier to collect them. Lobster traps are considered less harmful than other mobile devices because they stay in one place and do not affect large areas of the seabed after being caught. Are you anxiously waiting for the results of these traps? Like the video and join us in admiring the results of the sailing session in the next few minutes of the video. After 1 to 2 days on the seabed, the trap is lifted to the surface thanks to the hydraulic system. About 3 to 4 fishermen open the trap. At this time, fishermen will begin to classify their catch. Any lobster that does not meet the specified size and sex requirements will be culled. Normally, lobsters meet standards with carapace length of about 0.82 feet, tail length of about 0.39 feet. The female lobsters are released back into the sea to lay their eggs and maintain the species population. Standard lobsters have their claws bundled to limit damage during storage and transportation to shore. They are placed in plastic boxes and iced for preservation. Traps after harvest are cleaned and stowed for the next release. How many lobsters do you predict this fishing boat will trap today? Leave a comment below the video and we will provide the answer for you. In addition to lobster, king crab and snow crab are also caught a lot by Australian fishermen. They live in deep waters along the southern and southwestern coast of Australia. These crabs are known for their large size and excellent meat quality, making them very popular. Similar to lobsters, to catch king crabs, fishermen use large vessels ranging from a few dozen to several hundred feet in length, equipped with powerful hydraulic systems designed to manage traps, weighing up to 700 pounds. These systems must be durable enough to handle the harsh conditions of icy waters during the busiest winter fishing season, which runs from December to January. The fishing process begins with the fishermen preparing for the trip by planning a schedule and following strict regulations. They stayed offshore for about 4 weeks, setting traps at a depth of about 2,000 feet. To do this, they first attach bait to each trap and then use a rope to gently lower the trap to the seabed, taking care to avoid unexpected impacts. Each trap is marked with a buoy to indicate its location. After a few days, the fishermen return to pick up the trap. They use hydraulics to lift the traps off the seabed and then carefully open them to sort the catch. Only king crabs that meet specific size and sex requirements are kept, and those that do not meet the standards are released back into the sea. The crabs are raised in seawater tanks with an aeration system to ensure they remain alive and fresh. They are especially careful to handle the crabs gently, as even one dead crab can secrete toxins that ruin the entire catch. The king crab fishery, along with snow crab and Australian lobster, supports a significant local industry worth about $400 million each year. The industry faces both physical challenges and strict regulations to ensure sustainable operations and protect these precious resources.
What are the secrets behind raising animals, from modern technology to traditional methods? Come explore this hidden world and learn how farms shape the food we eat every day. AI technology is revolutionizing the animal processing industry in ways we never imagined. From optimizing production processes to improving product quality, AI is creating smart solutions to increase efficiency and reduce waste. But what really happens when this technology comes together with the food on our tables? Explore the mysterious world in this video.